Good evening, lesbians, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be reviewing a new doll, and it's one that I have no experience with, but I've seen these before. The company reached out to me and asked if I would like to review one of their products, and gave me a list to choose from, so I chose the one that fit my tastes the best. And you guys know how I am about more gothic, edgy-looking dolls. So, today I present to you all the Mory Lolli doll. This is a doll line that was... There's information on the bottom, actually. Let's take a look down here. Manufactured by V Couture Limited. Got some information. Their website is dollymori.com, and Dolly Mori and Mory Lolli are the names of the two brands that they kind of, that they have. This is specifically the Mory Lolli doll. One of them. There are 3 to choose from. And if you guys are interested in buying any of these, remember to use my link in the description because you will get 10% off of your order. So, let's get into it. I'm very excited to see what this is like. The doll kind of resembles a pull-up in a way, so I figured it'd be something that I kind of like. Okay, so we've got a little collector card here, and it looks like her clothes are there. And here we can see the doll herself. Her face is very, it almost looks like a vintage doll, which I'm not typically into. But I think once we get this doll all put together, I think I will be vibing with her. Okay, so we got some cute little shoes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put these in my mouth later. That is a joke, it tells you not to eat it on the package. But yeah, did anyone else as a kid, just see that, the do not eat, and just, think, I want to eat these? Because I know I did. Alright, and here we go. She's all wrapped up and tied in there with bows. Oh wait, she tied in there with bows. That's... How am I gonna get her out of there? Wait, maybe it's integrity, I just need to untie the bows and then she'll pop right out of the... She'll pop right out. So far it's looking like that. It's just very difficult to untie the bows from this angle. Oh, I missed one. Alright. I've untied 2 of the bows. The one around her neck I'm gonna need both hands for. Alright, let's get her out of there. Oh, her wig is a little bit loose. Looks like I'm gonna have to, it seems like a pull-up wig, but it's not glued on. Oh yeah, she's got paper underneath. That's why it's not staying on. So this is a very lightweight doll. I expected her to be heavier. She is still a good weight, she is still kind of weighted. I don't hate the face. I thought I wouldn't be that into it, but I kind of like it, actually. Alright, let's try putting her together now. The wig was wrapped in a hairnet, which I appreciate, and it went on fairly easily. I think it's gonna hold its place, and the wig hair, the fiber, it feels like some sort of nylon. It's pretty nice. It feels like Begoth's nylon, so it's not it's a decent grade, It's a decent enough grade of nylon. Alright, so now we just have to get her dressed. We've got her little shoes here, but I think she has socks or something I have to put on first. Oh wait, forgot to unwrap her legs. Also, she comes wearing underwear. Let's just do things as we go. Let's get her dressed after we remove those. Alright, so outfit-wise, we've got a cute little headband, and we've got her dress, and... Oh, I guess she doesn't have socks, actually. I thought she did. I see socks in the photo. Where art thou, socks? Did I miss them somewhere? Where are the socks? I only got shoes. Okay, I just found these on the ground on the other side of the tissue paper. Let me shake this around to make sure nothing's caught in here. Okay, it's not looking like anything is stuck in there. Okay. So these are the socks. I thought they were going to be black, but they are silver and white. Okay, now let's put her together. Alright, so her dress was fairly easy to get on. She doesn't have any wrist articulation or removable hands, so you do kind of have to fight to get the thumb, out of the wrist hole of the dress. But it's a very nicely made dress. You got some embroidery here, you got some lace. It does not have a petticoat or anything underneath, but it's overall pretty cute. Kind of getting a Jack Skellington vibe from it with the really thin pinstripes. And there's a little bead to act as a cufflink. It's super cute. Or maybe it's just a button. Yeah, I think it's just a button. She's got buttons here too. Little bow. I got her little bonnet on as well. So now I just need to put her apron on, which closes with a little snap, which is pretty cute. All right, now before we look at the doll, I just want to look at this little little letter that she came with. So in here, oh, it looks like this was for the wig. I'm assuming this was something to keep the wig on her head, but it stayed on just fine without any kind of like adhesive, so it worked. But in here, we've got some long-term storage tips. Good to know. Very good to know. Oh, and this is how you change the eyes. Cool, so I wonder if I could make her like face the side or something. That'd be kind of cute. That'd be interesting to try in the future. We have an introduction. Meet Mory Lolli, a charming and unique girl with deep love for nature and a passion for all things cute and elegant. She exudes a gentle and kind aura, with a touch of playfulness and love for daydreaming. She often finds solace in the embrace of nature, spending her days exploring wooded paths, discovering hidden treasures, and finding inspiration for her whimsical fashion creations. Mory Lolli is a delightful embodiment of... Sorry, I'm just like... I was doing a good job, then I fumbled there. She's a delightful embodiment of the beauty and wonder that comes from connecting with the natural world. Embark on this extraordinary journey alongside Mory Lolli and let your imagination take flight. And here we've got the measurements of the doll, in case you were curious. I was going to compare her to a Monster High doll, though, like next to like a G1 doll. She is roughly the same height as one. And finally, we have her card depicting the doll. And, oh yeah, that wasn't her socks, those were her shoes the whole time. Okay. I was like, wait, are her socks supposed to be black? And I was confused when I saw these striped ones. But no, that is just how she's supposed to look. So she's pretty cute. I'd say she looks basically exactly the same as the stock photo. So that's always good. So here is Miss Mory. That's what I'm gonna call her. I think it's kind of cute. She kind of looks like a gothic Alice in Wonderland to me almost. Like, her outfit's just kind of giving me like an Alice vibe. She's super cute. I actually really like her quite a bit. This is adorable. Like I said, I had seen posts advertising this doll before. Like, I've gotten them on my Instagram story before. Because you know how you get those ads on your story when you're scrolling through. I have seen ads for this doll before, and I always thought she was, like, pretty cutesy. But I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into a new doll line. But when the company reached out to me, I was like, oh, hey. Yeah, dude, gladly. I want this one. I picked the one that I wanted, and it was her. She's super cute. I really do think she's adorable. The quality is good, like I said. Like, the dress is pretty nice. I do think a petticoat would help her dress look a little fluffier, though, because it does look flat from this angle. And this is how it comes out of the box. It just ends up being a little flat. But if you have, like, a petticoat you could add, it would, like, fluff up, you know? The skirt would fluff up again. The clothing overall is very good quality. The doll's articulation is good. It's pretty easy to pose her. For the most part, at least. Like, some joints are a little more difficult, because this is, like, a ball-jointed doll. Like, she's got strings at the joints. So, like, you can't bend it, like, all the way. It kind of snaps back because of the ball joint. But overall, the articulation does work fairly good. She does not have wrist or ankle joints, which I thought would make putting the shoes on a little difficult, but it was actually just fine. And the shoes are pretty good quality. They're nice. The pleather on the shoes feels like a nicer quality one that I don't think will crack or peel in the future. Oh, and if you're wondering about the stand that I have her on, this is just one of the black metal stands that I bought on Amazon for my Begoths. I have a couple spares, so I figured it would be good to prop her up with for this review. Like I've said, her wig is a pretty nice feeling nylon. Not the highest grade, but not like a low grade either. Kind of like middle of the road tier. Comes out of the box feeling pretty nice. It was kept in a hairnet, so it's in good condition. Her bangs could use a bit of styling, but maybe I also just put her wig on lopsided. I'm not really sure. Let's get a better look at the doll's face as well. She's very, very, like, bug-eyed, you know? I think I was right to compare her to a pull-up, because this is what, like, a pull-up would look like if they weren't supposed to be anime-inspired, you know? Like, she has like an old vintage doll look to her, but she's not creepy to me like an old vintage doll would be. Like, when I go to a thrift store and I see like those old like Madame Alexander vintage baby dolls, I get creeped out. But I don't feel creeped out by this doll. I sincerely like this one. So all in all, would I recommend Miss Mory Lolli here? If this is your thing, like you're interested in dolls that look like this, I would say to give one a try if you can afford it. These dolls, they do get a bit pricey. I believe Miss Mory Lolli here costs about $90. So, like I said, if you use my code, you get 10% off at the very least. But the manufacturer is based outside the US, so you will have to pay like import fees and tariffs, unfortunately, if you live in the States. I'm not sure. Do the rest of you guys in the world have to pay tariffs too? Or is that just the US suffering from those right now? I don't know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But overall, she is pretty cutesy. Like, I don't know. I like her. They do have other dolls available. Like, this is just their Night Bloom model. There are 2 others, though. So when you go on their website, this is the first thing you see. They have Strawberry Field, The Fairy Tale Adventures of Alice, and Night Bloom. I just picked Night Bloom because, like I said, Night Bloom kind of fits my aesthetic the most. I just love gothic-looking dolls, and she was the closest thing to it. But honestly, Alice and Strawberry Field are adorable. I kind of wish I picked Strawberry almost. Like, just look at how cutesy she is. Just look at her. But yeah, overall, these are nice dolls. They're good. They do sort of have baby doll proportions, like, with the big head, but if that's something you like if you're into, like, maybe Cabbage Patch Kids or something, you might like these. All in all, I like her. I don't think I'll continue collecting these or anything, but I do like the one that I have. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to use my link in the description if you'd like to buy anything from Dolly Mori. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!